has a new contract in place with plenty of awesome perks for their employees. From increased wages, access to the free health clinic, vacation after 6 months, and much more, Bellisio Foods is committed to putting their employees first. For more information or to apply, visit BellisioFoods.com/careers. Take advantage of these great new employee benefits and join the Bellisio team today. Visit BellisioFoods.com/careers to learn more. We at Orange Crush have many things to be thankful for, including everyone who makes Orange Crush a part of their day. To show our thanks, Orange Crush, WKOV, and participating Save-A-Lot locations will be giving away Thanksgiving turkeys to dozens of winners because even though Thanksgiving celebrations still might look different this year, we know Thanksgiving favorites will still be a part of your plan. Visit GJPepsiContest.com/turkey to find out where you can enter to win now through November 18th. No purchase is necessary. See official rules for details.
Well, happy Friday before Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
He's freaking me out a little bit. I don't mind
Why?
telling you.
What's freaky about a guy with no face? There's a big blank. There's a big blank head.
Weirdo. I mean, I am perfectly cute sitting here with my Minions costume on, and you are going to the dark side.
That's Star Wars.
Oh. So, Mr. Squid Game guy, are you planning on anything mean today? Like, are you gonna make me do something?
Well, we can eat trick-or-treat candy and break your diet.
Oh, yeah.
Does
Totally
that count
bust
as
up the
being
diet.
mean?
If I'm going to do it, it better be a Reese's in there somewhere in a cup for me. So Courtney and I match.
Yeah.
So she's got to come over.
Come here, Courtney.
Wait, you got to see the eyeball. You got it. So, hi, everybody.
Beep, 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 beep. I can't
I
remember
don't think that's not how minions talk. They
I
don't
don't think
beep.
go beep beep or something
No,
like that.
it's like, I don't know, it's more gibberishy than that.
Would you say? Oh, can we just do the whole show like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. Happy Halloween.
Happy
Halloween. Did you say something about bananas?
Yes, they like to eat bananas. So this was our costume one year, and our little corgi Augie was a banana.
Why
That
didn't
is
you
how they say
bring
banana?
Yeah.
Banana.
I mean, that's
Banana.
most-
Why didn't you bring Augie so he could have completed the outfit?
I should have. We could have just propped him right up here on the
He
table.
would have sat there.
If you had a treat in your hand, he would have done anything you pretty much wanted him to.
Does he like Reesey Cups?
Probably. He
All
eats anything.
Very good.
All right. Well, we'll go back behind the camera.
Okay. Thanks,
Bye,
Courtney.
Courtney.
Bye.
Bye.
So I am actually like a pirate minion. You just can't see it.
Yeah. Well, you were a pony minion. And
I
then
was
or
a unicorn minion.
Yeah.
You could do like costume changes.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, we could do that
Like
halfway
a-
through.
Yeah.
Because my unicorn costume is way less
Less flannel.
hot.
Or fleece. I guess it's fleece.
It's you know those old Snuggies that they did for a minute that was
Yeah.
made out of some
Yeah.
material that probably
Yeah.
if you get it near heat it just turns into like a piece of plastic about
Uh-huh.
that big.
Yeah.
That's what this is made
Yeah.
out of.
Well, I'm pro Snuggie, so
You are?
oh yeah, Snuggies are great.
Well,
man.
I'm pro your sweatshirt because it's soft.
It is.
Yes, it looks good. So, okay, this is crazy. So you are obviously one of the characters from Squid Game,
Yeah.
which is freaking me out a little
Yeah.
bit. And if you haven't seen Squid Game, you
Which
need to
I
watch
haven't.
it. Which you haven't, you hypocrite.
I haven't seen it. I just thought it would make you laugh if I
It
were.
definitely does. But the cool thing about this is the fact that James actually printed,
Yeah.
3D
The
printed
mask is 3D
his
printed.
own mask.
Yeah. 3D printed mask. Took
And
about-
it's like blowing my
Yeah.
mind. You made that mask, a printer made that mask.
right. Automation.
I don't get it.
Took about 40 hours to print the mask.
Did
just
you have
kinda leave
to
it.
did you have to paint the white?
I did paint it. It's
Okay.
painted, so it's white plastic. Here, I'll take it off. So it's printed in white plastic, and then I just
Oh, I see.
put masking tape, made the triangle with masking tape, and painted the front
Can I
black.
take this off then?
Yeah, you can.
Woo!
Come Oh, there are lights on in here. I thought it was a almost pitch black room wearing that.
That is crazy. No, you literally, a printer makes that mask. So then how did you do the back of it? The webbing part?
This is just nylon.
Did you make that too?
Well, I mean, yeah, you just take a roll of nylon and cut it to the right shape and sew it together. No.
You just do that. Like, I'm like, how do you do that?
Well, I mean, it's just 2 straps of nylon.
I couldn't do that. That is so cool. So he like makes this. I don't understand this whole 3D printer thing. It's kind of wild.
Well, I'll bring it in someday. I meant to do it before and just never really had a good time to do it.
Yeah.
The one I have now is a little big, so it's not very portable. So
I mean, the fact that that's even a thing just blows my mind. Like,
but we'll bring it in. We'll talk about it. Speaking of 3D printers, Zip Printing did a cool project yesterday. I guess it was for their kids' Halloween party at school today.
Yeah.
They were going to be Marty McFly from Back to the Future.
Yes.
And the dad had 3D printed Marty's like hoverboard.
What?
And he had brought that in, and he had Zip Printing print out like decals for to put on it, like big stickers.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah. We didn't get to see it finished with the stickers applied. He just picked up the stickers and took them. But it was pretty cool.
Oh, I hope he sends pictures.
Yeah, I kind of want to do one myself now.
I know, right? Yeah. So cool. Hey, speaking of pictures, we have some cool pictures that people have sent in.
Yeah, we have a few of some local residents' Halloween fall decorations.
Yes.
Take a look at those.
I feel like some people take literally Halloween as seriously as decorating for Christmas or the Christmas season. Right. Or whatever holiday it is that you celebrate. So we have some really wild pictures that people have sent in. So good. So you want to show those? Those are all local pictures.
So this is Mark Wood, right?
Yep, our friend Mark Wood.
Our good friend Mark Wood.
His jack-o'-lantern kind of looks like it's got the bat signal on it.
I was going to say,
Batman.
Is that Batman?
I think it is. Nice little
cute.
Scarecrow.
Love it. Love it.
Very pretty. Nice little front yard.
Look how cute his yard is.
That is a really cute front yard, isn't it?
I mean, it looks like it should be an HGTV or something.
I do believe those shutters are freshly painted, if I remember seeing that on Facebook.
Yeah, they look freshly painted.
They do look freshly painted in the door. Look how... I love it when people use color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes it pop.
Yeah, so good. Just don't be afraid of the color.
Yeah.
All right, so next we have...
This is Michael Perkins.
Yeah, another little scarecrow.
So cute.
Another cute front yard.
What are those called? Fodder shocks?
Fodder shocks, yes.
I think they're called hay bales.
No, that's straw. The corn is called fodder shocks.
You gotta be careful with that word.
That's what I know. It came out totally backwards with me, and that's not good.
Very cute.
Yes.
Big old mums.
Yeah. Those are big mums.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, remember the mums we got from Callahan Hardware last year?
Yes!
That we killed?
We killed them. They were so pretty,
so we forgot to water them for 2 weeks and didn't give it any sunlight.
I mean, you know.
The only 2 things plants need.
Yeah, the only 2 things plants need.
Where we went wrong with that.
Yeah. And then after 2 weeks when we started watering it, we were surprised that it didn't just come back to life.
Why doesn't it just come back to life? I don't get it.
We put 1 cup of water in it. Surely that's enough to revive it.
We should have done what a lot of people on the internet are doing with their moms once they're dead. They just spray paint them like a Christmas color and stick Christmas bulbs in it. And then you got a Christmas decoration.
I love it.
Right?
So good.
We would have done it inside and would have been stuck with the paint fumes. For
Right, exactly.
months.
We would have, or it would have molded or something. We'd all died from some kind of weird disease.
Oh my gosh.
So next up we have the Hamiltons.
Yes, this is my parents' front porch, and that's my sister and my nephew.
Oh, how cute.
I thought that was a cute picture.
It is.
It's a little hard to see, but over to the right, there are these 2 little, 3 or 4 foot, well, probably 3 foot, scarecrow kind of little characters. And last year, my nephew was like the exact height as them.
Aww.
And he talked to them like they were other little kids.
Oh,
that is so cute.
It was really adorable. He was less interested in them this year because he's bigger than them now. As you can see, he liked that.
They were his peeps.
Glowing jack-o'-lantern, yeah.
All right, so next up,
the Jackson County Heavyweight Halloween Decoration Champion.
Yes, for
of
sure.
The world.
Randy Ridge out. For those that don't know, it's the house that sits up on the hill right before you go up to the high school.
Corner of
right,
Huron
the big,
and Bond
beautiful white, ginormous house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Has got a very fun yard.
He does all kind of decorating throughout the year, and they just do. And it's just such a good place to have that kind of decoration because so many people see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, where in Jackson has like a better yard than him?
I know it is
because you got all the
because it's a corner lot and it's huge.
Level. Yeah, you got different levels you can put stuff on.
Yes.
I did get a little bit of a chuckle at him yesterday. He was out mowing his grass. Oh God! And he kept stopping and moving stuff.
That's dedication right there.
For sure.
This one's a little scary.
They're all a little scary. They're all skeletons and ghosts.
This gives me like a witch
zombies.
vibe.
Yeah.
It's like, but he does
That's
so much.
Cute,
like, that is so funny.
Yeah.
A little fire pit, waving at everybody driving by.
I love it.
Listening to he's like, tunes.
I mean, he goes so far as to like, look, he's like lighting everything.
Yeah, they all
and
have
it's just
spotlights.
like so on point.
One skeleton looks like he's got something down by his chair to drink, like you would at a fire pit.
Yeah, he's got a 6-pack.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Other one's got his guitar.
Yep.
He's good.
Trusty dog.
This guy
Home
is
Depot skeleton.
He is awesome.
Yeah.
See, I haven't seen that all lit up. That would be fun to go at night.
You should definitely drive by at night.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say the best time to go would be like around 7 o'clock or so. When it's not like pitch black yet, sun's still setting. So there's a little bit of light, but the spotlights are on.
Yeah. Yeah. So neat. Oh, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, you don't have zombies in your flower garden?
I hope not.
I hope not.
If I do, I know how to kill them.
How do you?
You stab them in the brain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like in The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before they bite you.
Daryl Dixon over here. I guess you should dress up like Daryl.
That would have been fun.
That would have been better, yeah.
Yes.
Very good. Very nice.
Very
so
good.
cool. Thank you, everybody, for sending their pictures in. So good. And, it's just, I don't know. It's just a fun time to, like, decorate and whatever.
Yeah. Oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Me and Dad drove out into the country, El Paso Kill a little bit the other day.
Yeah.
We went past the house full on Christmas decorations already.
I keep seeing them on Facebook. People are like...
They had more Christmas decorations than Randy had Halloween decorations.
I'm like, I mean, good for you, but...
It's a little early.
It is a little early.
It's a little bad luck.
I feel like after... If you want to... I don't know. I have a problem with skipping Thanksgiving, too. So, but sometimes, depending on how Thanksgiving falls, you really don't have that much time for Christmas decorations either. So I get when people do it ahead of that.
Courtney, did you tell me a story yesterday? Someone you knew put up their Christmas tree before Thanksgiving, and then they got sick on Thanksgiving and didn't get to enjoy Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, my sister-in-law, her favorite meal is the Thanksgiving meal, and she was feeling like putting her tree up, so she put her tree up early. Then got sick on Thanksgiving, so she couldn't enjoy her favorite Thanksgiving dinner.
No.
So, we can't celebrate Christmas before Tom the Turkey because it's bad luck.
Did it to yourself.
Bad luck.
Yep.
No, I don't know. But no, I've seen some absolutely gorgeous Christmas decorations already on social media. And I'm like, good for you all that are... Now, what I do understand is people taking advantage of the beautiful fall weather and going ahead and putting, like, your Christmas lights up, like on your house and stuff like that. So you're not doing it on a day like this or in the snow.
Yeah, it's just going to get worse. The
weather's
not going to get better, guys. It's just going to get worse from here.
I know. We've been so spoiled.
Yeah, this has mostly been a really beautiful fall.
It has been gorgeous, and I met a very, very beautiful family last night. They were in from visiting, actually, one of our Holzer doctors.
Oh, yeah?
And her family lives in California, so they were in last night eating, the whole family, like a lot of them. And she said, I told them that this was a really pretty time of the year to visit here. Yeah. And I said, you all picked the perfect time to come here, other than unfortunately it's raining
for the next 3 days.
But I'm like, hopefully the rain where we aren't having a ton of wind doesn't knock all the leaves off the trees, because that would be sad. But they were just like, this is so pretty here. And I'm like, yeah,
it was really gorgeous earlier this week when the weather was, a little bit nicer.
Yes,
like had nippy cool air, but those leaves are starting to turn gold and brown,
so pretty,
and yellow.
Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous. Yes. Absolutely. Hey, if you are wondering what your weather forecast is, want to do that?
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people wonder about the weekend and what is in store for you. Oh, way to be the bearer of bad news, James.
It's going to rain.
Just Friday and Saturday all day.
Just on trick or treat.
Yeah, just on trick or treat.
Just on trick or treat.
The high school
and for all the
state tournament,
football games and the Ohio State game and all that.
Ooh, last weekend for the Ohio Renaissance Fair.
Just little stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
I hope the games don't get delayed a lot tonight if it's going to thunderstorm.
I don't think they are calling for isolated thunderstorms, so we'll keep our fingers crossed that at least they get to play the game and that they don't. Yeah. Those delays are a bummer. But your weekend weather forecast does look like about more of the same. Mostly cloudy today, showers and isolated thunderstorms, highs around 62, chance of rain at 70%. Tonight, mostly cloudy, scattered showers, lows around 49, 50-50 chance of rain overnight tonight. Tomorrow on Saturday, mostly cloudy, showers likely, 80% chance of rain. Boo. Highs tomorrow around 58, so hope that the kids have very warm costumes to wear. And then Sunday, though, looking actually really pretty.
If they would have had trick or treat on Halloween.
So I have a bone to pick about that, too. Not that I don't have something to say about everything, but I'm just going to say for the past several years, we've been doing trick or treat on the 31st. So why didn't they do it on Sunday this year?
I have not heard.
But Sunday's going to be gorgeous. Pearly cloudy, highs around 60. Monday, same, highs 59, 60, sunshine. So, and then, the rest of the week for the beginning of your work week, kind of more of the same.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I was thinking to myself, and I know it's hard to plan all of this stuff, but, you have the Penn State game, you have high school playoff games, and then you have trick or treat all at the same time.
Yeah.
That's pretty rough.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
Sunday the 31st is when it should have happened. Just saying.
But they didn't. They didn't necessarily know that the high school playoffs would be on Saturday.
Well, why not?
Well, because they're not normally on Saturday.
No,
there are a few Saturday games, but not that many.
No, I know what you mean, but no. I feel like a Sunday afternoon though would have been such a much better time or Sunday, early evening.
Mom and Dad need that Sunday to recover from running the kids around all day Saturday.
On Saturday.
I think that's probably what boils down to.
Maybe.
You need that.
I feel like it was because it's a Sunday.
Yeah, well, some people might not think doing Halloween on Sunday would be appropriate. I don't know. I didn't know the reasoning behind it because they have been doing it on the 31st no matter what for
no
a
matter
long time.
What. That's why I thought that was a little bit strange.
Yeah.
Hindsight's 2020. Would have had sunshine.
We will be Total Media will be set up at the trunk or treat.
That's right, on Saturday. And also, are you doing it, Courtney?
Yes.
Okay. So Archinettes will also be set up with Courtney on Broadway Street. You don't know that yet, but
okay, I'll let you know what our theme's going to be.
We'll talk later about that. Because we don't have the staff right now. We've had a couple people out sick and whatever, and I don't have anybody to work it, so I volunteered Courtney. She doesn't know the show.
I'll be representing.
So we'll give you
get me some
you can hold an Archie
straws.
burger and pass out candy. Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of passing out candy, I brought a selection of popular trick-or-treat candy. I know we did our trick-or-treat bracket last year.
Yes.
I don't remember what one. I think it was Snickers.
Cup.
Reese's
Was
Cup.
it Reesey Cups? Yeah.
I was thinking it was Snickers, and I don't have Snickers. But I do have Reesey Cup. And this is a miniature Reesey Cup.
You're not my favorite.
Can't share.
So, well, here you go. But I don't know that I've ever seen them this small before.
They're tiny. Let's look at this.
Because they're the ones that are like...
No, I have. They are little.
They're usually wrapped up in foil, like at Christmas
that's what I was going to say.
Yes.
I've seen those before, but I don't know that I've ever seen ones this small.
I've never seen them wrapped like this
wrapped
before.
like that before.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. I guess it's because those foil wrappers aren't really sealed. Maybe that's not really kosher for
that would
trick-or-treat,
be, I would feel a little bit weird about letting my child eat something that's in a foil wrapper that could be unwrapped and wrapped back.
Right.
Yeah.
I do feel like trick-or-treat candy, though, keeps getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, these are really small, I feel like. I mean, the serving size is probably not really different. I don't know. So there are 3 Whoppers in this. I feel like there used to be 4 Whoppers in the mini packet.
I told you, they just keep getting smaller.
Yeah, I do think they keep getting smaller.
But then they cost an arm and a leg to buy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those big bags of candy like this are expensive. Itty-bitty. That's an itty-bitty Kit Kat.
Yeah. You don't even is that the break me off a piece of the Kit Kat bar?
Yeah, there ain't no breaking anything off of that.
You broke off. Then we got Milk Duds. I think of Milk Duds as more of a movie theater thing than a trick-or-treat thing.
I think that we could not eat Milk Duds here because between now and 36 minutes from now, we still wouldn't be able to talk.
You'd still be chewing.
Our teeth would be stuck together.
You're probably right. Then we got Almond Joy.
Is one of my
so
faves.
That's one of your favorites. So I'm not a big coconut fan. My dad likes coconut. He's the only coconut fan in our family. Neighbors' kids came over yesterday evening, and we let them go through this bag of candy.
Yes.
Almond Joy was their choice. I was a little surprised.
That doesn't seem like a kid thing to...
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised that the kids wanted Almond Joys.
Dark chocolate, too, right?
Yeah.
Well...
It is dark chocolate, and the coconut together is just in the nut. Oh, just the bomb.
So what's the other coconut one?
Mounds.
So I
it does not have a nut.
Okay.
Almond Joy's got
Almond Joy has an almond in it.
Mounds is just coconut.
That's the Almond Joy has nuts. I was going to say,
I thought these were like
Almond Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't.
There you go.
Oh, man, that was before my time.
What?
I don't remember that jingle.
What?
Sounds like some 80s stuff.
The jingle still has to be around.
I'll bet it is. Now we need to look it up. See if you can find it.
I don't even know how to plug in my phone.
You can just play it. Hold your phone up to the microphone and play it.
Oh my gosh. So we run out of, strangely enough, our butter shipment didn't come into the restaurant the other day, last Friday. So in a panic, I run out to the Kroger store. And of course, stores don't have individually wrapped butter like we do. So I'm like, I'm just going to have to get big tubs of butter and we'll portion it up.
Cups or something,
yeah, we'll portion it up. So I'm looking, and so on sale was Blue Bonnet.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk in the restaurant and I'm like, everything is better with Blue Bonnet on it. And everyone just went silent. And I'm like, y'all don't remember that? You don't remember that?
Sounds like some 80s stuff to me. No, I don't remember that.
Courtney, do you remember that one?
No, I don't.
Everything is better with Blue Bonnet on it? No. Okay, now we got to look that one up, too.
The only butter commercial I remember when I was a kid was the I Can't Believe It's Not Butter ads.
Yes.
That were just everywhere for a while.
So, James, maybe you remember the sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't? Would that be more of the Almond Joy?
I feel like I remember my mom singing that, but I don't...
Almond Joy's got nuts.
Yeah.
Did you find it?
I kind of did, but I don't think it's the one.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Is this the original version or a remix?
Oh, it's the actual commercial.
Okay.
It's very 80s.
Is this the original commercial or is this like, okay. Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
It's very 80s.
You don't remember that?
No.
All right, find the Blue Bonnet one now because now it's making me mad that no one...
Was it a butter...
Do our viewers not... Do you remember the Blue Bonnet ad? Please tell me I'm not crazy.
What was the old commercial with like the stagecoach that ran across the kitchen? Was that butter? Was that a butter commercial? This was like from the 60s or 70s. This was an old commercial.
A stagecoach?
Yeah, it's like a little miniature, like a toy-sized stagecoach that like runs across the kitchen. Maybe, I don't know. But I thought that was a butter commercial.
You're gonna like this better.
Oh, here we go.
Light taste,
Ooh, it's a mint.
If my Blue Bonnet isn't the lightest tasting margarine you've ever tasted, I'll eat my... Hold it! Everything's better.
Yeah, that commercial was definitely from the 70s.
Everything's better with Blue Bonnet on it.
Somebody should totally be the Blue Bonnet Butter Lady because she was adorable.
She's so cute. Yeah. So thank you, Blue Bonnet, for being on sale at Kroger last Friday because you saved the day.
Marilyn Boggs says they remember that commercial.
So good. So I'm not crazy. All right,
now I believe you. It's a real commercial. It aired before I was born. Or at least before I was old enough to remember things.
No, when I was a kid, saying it's like the 70s. It looks like.
I watched a lot of
early
TV
80s.
Land. When I was a kid. So they played the old commercials.
They did play the nostalgic commercials. Yeah. I'm just gonna say there are some commercials that should come back every year. Yeah. Like, the Coke one where it's like
Campbell's soup with the snowman melting away to the little
yes
that they've been airing for 40 years.
That one, the Coke, like what happened to I'd like to teach the world to sing? Like what happened to that commercial? Why is that not played anymore?
Yeah, Rick says he remembers them all, and Dorothy says you're making her feel old.
I'm sorry, Dorothy.
James, Dorothy, he does it to us all the time. So
yeah,
Dorothy, welcome to the club.
Trust us, we understand. He does this to us constantly.
When we have interns, they make me feel old. It's like, wait, what? I thought I was still young. I don't know any of these things you're talking about.
Like, why doesn't, Budweiser did away with the Clydesdales, right? So why can we not just bring back the Budweiser commercial where they don't say anything? It's just the wagon going through the snow with the Clydesdales.
They do. I feel like
that's all you have to do at Christmas time. I would run out and buy Budweiser. There are a lot of
holiday commercials that do get reused a lot more so than other commercials.
Remember what was the coffee one?
The Folgers one,
where the soldier comes back,
where they're always opening the coffee and the whole house just wakes up so happy.
Yes, they're so happy.
That's a classic one.
Yeah, there's one where the soldier comes back. I know, and he's makes the coffee, and they all get up, and they're like, ah.
Yeah.
All these feel goods. Yeah. We need them back in our lives.
Dorothy said she'll send your idea to corporate.
Thank you, Dorothy. We appreciate that.
You speaking of the Coke, wish we could buy the world a Coke song.
Yeah.
Did you watch Mad Men?
No.
Okay, so Mad Men, of course, is the AMC series about advertising executives in the 60s and 70s.
Okay.
Or 50s and 60s, maybe into the 70s by the end. But the final episode is based on that commercial.
Oh, really?
The season finale. Yeah. Oh. It's a great show.
Why is it not called Admin?
Well, Mad Men was the nickname for New York advertising executives in the 60s.
Word.
Yeah. It's a great show though if you haven't watched it.
Gotcha.
Highly recommend it. I think it's on Netflix.
Okay. Just put that on my list of 7 million to watch.
Yeah.
Well, he who has not watched Squid Games yet.
That's true. I was going to watch it last night, but I was freaking exhausted and couldn't do it. And
he's exhausted from printing his mask.
Yeah. I got it done.
Have you ever printed something and it's almost done and then it just messes up and it's 38 hours in?
Yeah, I mean, that happens. Even this one. So right here, you can see it's split a little bit.
Oh, yeah. So, I would have never noticed it.
Yeah, so if this was something that I really cared about, I might have printed it again. But it's fine for this.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I mean, the printer I have is fairly reliable, and I've not had a whole lot of mess-ups. But it definitely does happen. It's always a good idea to not, you have to cut things up into parts to 3D print them. Because there are certain, angles and things like that it just can't do.
Okay.
And so if you're in a hurry, you can just throw all those parts on there and have them printed all at once. But if one of those falls over or something like that, then it could knock over another one. And then it could ruin the whole thing. So, yeah, I mean, that definitely does happen.
So what's the coolest thing that you've 3D printed?
Well,
your Ghostbusters
Yeah,
thing?
Probably the Ghostbusters Proton Pack.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've made a lot of Star Wars props that I really like. But the Ghostbusters Proton Pack and the Ghost Trap are probably the two coolest things.
That is super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I'll bring that in sometime or take a video of it at home.
Okay.
Or print something. The problem with doing a demonstration in an hour, what you can print in an hour is
like not very cool.
It would just be like a little circle or something like that.
You should set up that time lapse video.
Yeah.
I
have shot a few time lapses of it. There are different types of 3D printers, and the kind that I have, which is like the most common type which is called an FDM printer, and the way that the axes move on it kind of isn't necessarily the best for time lapses because it's the way it moves. It's just like blurry the whole time.
Gotcha.
So I've shot time lapses of it, but none that I like really thought were super cool.
Cool.
Yeah, it is really neat. And I don't know, if you don't have a 3D printer and you're looking for a new hobby, it's something to check out. But it is definitely a hobby because there's a lot of like kind of troubleshooting and you kind of have to learn how to use it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I have gotten better though.
Very good.
It is really cool.
All right, are you going to let me eat that Almond Joy or what?
Yeah, dude. Here you go.
Since if I'm gonna be bad, are you going to eat one too? Oh, you don't like coconut, you said.
Yeah, not really. So I thought we'd talk about favorite Halloween and/or scary movies.
Yeah.
TV shows, things you watch every year.
So the Today Show did you know how we did the candy thing last year?
Right. They did a scary movie one.
Mm-hmm. And I was very surprised which one came out on top.
Well, I would think it'd be Nightmare on Elm Street.
So you would think. Courtney, what would you think?
The scariest one, what was voted on the top?
Mm-hmm. Your favorite Halloween movie?
Oh, my favorite?
Well, like what people voted.
What people voted. I don't know.
I mean, if it's
I
anything
feel like
other
it's
than
Halloween.
Freddy, Jason,
this is so good.
Michael Myers, I'd be surprised.
I feel like it would have to be one of the. But then also, like, not. If it's like younger generation voting, it might be something that we wouldn't have thought of.
I'll bet you the one that won would not even be in your top 10.
Oh, no. What was it? She's chewing.
I'm chewing.
So the suspense.
So it got down to Halloween versus The Shining. And The Shining won.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, The Shining is obviously a better movie than all of those. But it's not really a Halloween movie.
I don't think it was a Halloween movie either, but it won their whole
Yeah, I don't know.
thing.
Like,
I was surprised.
Yeah. I mean, The Shining is, like, it was a horror movie before, like, modern horror movies. You know what I mean?
Well, and it was just freaky. And Jack Nicholson did. They also had a really cool clip where they were interviewing somebody. I think it was a lady that was part of making the movie. And they showed this. It was Jack Nicholson in the background, and it was like right before he was getting ready to do like the Here's Johnny thing where he had to be super freaky. Yeah. And they're interviewing this lady, but in the background he's psyching himself up. Yeah. So he's just like walking around like you're crazy and you're like and it's just like so Jack Nicholson now but you can totally see it in the background. It's really cool.
It's funny.
So I think that movie is just there's just so much to it and it's just but I don't know that I would pick that as a Halloween movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't really consider it a Halloween movie.
It's definitely a suspenseful mind.
Yeah, I don't know if I would put
thriller.
any because it's Stephen King, so I feel like that's just a whole thing on its own. Like I wouldn't have thought of any of Stephen King's movie as Halloween just because they're all in their own category.
Right.
Well, I would definitely consider it a Halloween movie.
Yeah, does have a scary clown.
Yeah, very scary clown. But like also like the Shining movie, I think people associate that more with Stanley Kubrick than Stephen King.
I do.
Yeah, because I don't know that much about Stephen King, but my understanding is that the film is not necessarily that close of an adaptation of the book.
Yeah.
Like he kind of tells it his own way.
It would be
funny because there's Stephen King didn't like it, right? And he like financed another version of it that
I don't know.
good. Or maybe it was before that or something like that.
I understand him not liking it, but I don't understand them trying to one-up that one because it's not going to happen.
Well, I feel like Stephen King doesn't like a lot of the movies that were based on his stuff because they take like liberties with the story.
Well, I think too, we all know, and I don't know that I've ever had anyone argue this with me, that reading the book is so much better than watching the movie of something because you create it in your mind.
Yeah.
So then when you see the movie, you're like, wait, that's not...
Yeah.
That's
I don't know.
Not what I created in my mind, or that's not like what I was thinking that person looked like or was going to happen or how that happened or whatever. So I'm sure as an author, that would be hard to have people...
Right. And like, in Stephen King, he was known for partaking in the excesses of the 80s. Let's just put it that way. But he kind of wanted to be, in charge, head of a lot of the movies based on his books.
Yes.
And then you got like, what was it? What's the truck one, that Maximum Overdrive?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. The ones that he directed that are just bonkers.
Horrible, crazy,
and then you
weird.
have The Shining and Shawshank Redemption, stuff that,
other people
more talented filmmakers
that
he maybe felt like wasn't his vision, but were clearly superior films. Maximum Overdrive. That's it. Yeah. Green Goblin truck.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds crazy. All right. Courtney, you're laughing over there. What are you laughing at? She's freaking me out.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Apparently Brittany is the only one that dressed up with Total Media down at the other office. And she's dressed up as a Price is Right contestant.
That's pretty good.
I love it. That's a good one.
It's pretty good. Yeah, they just sent me a picture. So
there's
so funny.
A great documentary about a guy that was a contestant on The Price is Right.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember what it was called, but he was just like obsessed with it for like the longest time. And you know how people in the audience like shout out like what they think the answers are and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he knew the prices of everything, and he's in the audience shouting out like the exact right price for everything. And finally, one dude listened to him and just answered what he was saying. And then this guy that he didn't know at all was just taking his advice, shouting it from the audience. Became like the biggest winner in Price is Right history. And they were convinced that they had like cheated somehow.
Yeah.
And there's this like whole big like controversy that came out.
He's like, all I was doing was listening.
All I did was watch The Price is Right for 35 years and like memorize every price.
Well, and that's the thing, if you watch it enough, I would think that they would repeat stuff.
Well, just did his homework.
Back in the day, it was just the same 50 prizes over and over again.
They never changed, car.
Yeah, they didn't never change it at all. But then after this happened, they realized that they can't do that anymore.
Yeah, probably not the best.
James Marla said the movie name you're looking for is The Perfect Bid.
I'm not familiar with that film.
Yeah.
That's the truck one?
That's the name. Yeah.
So there are Maximum Overdrive is definitely one of the truck movies, but there is another one that's incredibly similar. So maybe that's what she's thinking of.
Maybe, yep.
Okay. Probably is.
So we did have a question.
Okay.
If we could answer that real quick. Oh, Perfect Bid. That's the contestant who knew too much.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, that doesn't sound like a killer truck movie.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Somebody asked about all of the trick-or-treat and happenings going on this weekend.
Well, here, let's look up the time so we get them right. But they're all the same time, right? They're all on Saturday for the most part, they're all on Saturday.
I think Wellston has a little bit different time.
And
it's like a half hour longer or something.
And the Benton County is different. But then, of course, also there is the trunk or treats and things like that are a little bit different too. But if you give me just a second,
I just sent it to you.
I will read them.
But the trunk or treat we were talking about, Jen, is the Chamber of Commerce that's putting it on.
Yes.
It's going to be on Broadway Street.
Yep.
And it is 5:30 to 7:30. So they're supposed to have all those spots filled down there with
That's right.
Vehicles set up.
Come on down.
Safe place to bring your kiddo to walk around.
That's right. You have plenty of sidewalk and you have, local businesses and local folks setting up down there. So
yeah. So Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, and Colton are all Saturday, October 30th from 5:30 to 7. Oak Hill and Colton will be 5 to 7.
Okay.
Wait. Sorry. Jackson,
Wellston.
Oak Hill, and Colton are 5:30 to 7. Wellston is 5 to 7.
Yeah, I knew Wellston gave him an extra half hour.
And then in Oak Hill, I think 7 is when they're doing the Parade of Masks.
Okay.
And that's at Central School. Well,
Okay.
Central Park.
So, and then the Chamber of Commerce Truck or Treat, you said it's 5:30 to 7:30?
Overlaps regular trick or treat hours.
So you can hit that and then you can hit that.
Yeah, and actually the Parade of Masks on here says it's 7:30 at Etna Park.
Park. That's the one by the city building.
Yeah.
Okay.
And says that I guess you can set up a trunk or treat there too if you wanted.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
And I think that's what my parents are going to do. They're going to trunk or treat at the Parade of Masks. Okay, Benton County. In MacArthur, trick or treat will be conducted on Sunday, October 31st from 5 to 7. In Hamden, trick or treat will be observed on Saturday, October 30th from 5 to 7. In Wilkesville, trick or treat will be Sunday, October 31st
Whoop, whoop.
from 6 to 7. Zaleski, it will be Sunday, October 31st from 5 to 7.
Cool.
Eat all your candy from Jackson County on Saturday.
Go to Benton County.
Go to Benton County and get more.
Yeah.
That's right. I like it.
So that handles most of our area trick or treats.
It does. Hope that helped you.
And the Wilkesville Fire Department is going to have a Halloween costume contest on the 31st from 4:30 to 5:30. So it says you can get hot dogs, hot chocolate, and coffee will be offered.
Awesome. When I lived in Athens, I would, Athens is of course known for the big block party.
Yes.
But normally, like on that Friday, their Stewart's Opera House and Square in Nelsonville would have a little more kind of like community focused Halloween thing. And that was always really nice to go to.
Love that.
Yeah.
It's fun. All right, I have some trivia for you guys.
Uh-oh.
All right.
How many pounds of candy corn are produced every single year?
Oh my gosh.
150 million.
150 million, you say?
Is he over or under? We
This
playing
isn't the
Price is Right rules?
I'm not saying.
Courtney's like 1 pound, Bob.
Yeah, 1 pound.
Well, the thing about candy corn is they don't actually make more every year. They just take all the unsold candy corn from the previous year.
And trust us, the stuff from 1982 is still good.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 2 million.
2 million pounds of candy corn, and you said
150 million.
150 million? Okay, somewhere in between. 35 million pounds of candy corn is made every year, but that's 9 billion pieces of candy corn.
Dang, I was going to say, because I was trying to think, a bag of candy corn doesn't weigh a whole lot, so I was trying to think.
Like, what does anyone, do you eat candy corn? Does anyone really eat it?
Every once in a while, I will
it's one of those things if it's there. You might have a handful of it. But, no one's buying that just to be their snack all the time.
Right.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I'm like, oh, I'd like to have some candy corn. And I think I really just want sugar.
Yeah, I think it's just, it could be in any vessel.
I can eat the candy corn instead of just gulping bags of sugar, I guess.
There you go. All right. I don't think you guys will know this one either, but who was the first lady to decorate the White House to celebrate Halloween?
Ooh, celebrate Halloween. The first lady.
The first lady.
I'm going to say Eleanor Roosevelt.
I mean,
a good guess.
So I guess I'm wrong.
No. Yes, you are wrong.
I mean, I'll just say Martha Washington.
She was a cool lady.
Martha Washington was a cool
lady. I'm glad you got that.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys got that reference.
Martha Washington was
She was a cool lady.
Watch Dazed and Confused if you want to know why Martha Washington was a cool lady.
Yeah, because we can't say here on the air why she was a cool lady. She definitely was a cool lady.
Me and one of my friends dressed up like Slater and Wooderson one year.
Nice.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Dazed and Confused, put that on your list. Mamie Eisenhower in 1958. Okay. She put a 17 by 21 foot jack-o'-lantern in. Oh no, never mind. She didn't do that, but this is just a picture of the White House. It's ginormous. Can see that
in the camera.
You can see the jack-o'-lantern
a little bit.
Right there, that's in front of the White House. But she was the first one to put the decorations.
Okay.
1958.
1958.
Yep.
Good year.
This one I think you guys will know. What famous magician actually died on Halloween?
I'll say Houdini, because I don't know any other famous
magicians that died.
David Copperfield, who's still alive.
Yes, you are correct. The magician Harry Houdini passed away on Halloween Day.
Didn't he die in like an escape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was doing a trick and he died.
Yeah, he drowned.
He drowned, I think.
Yeah, he was like tied up in a tub of water or something like that.
Yep.
They did it wrong. They put the restraints on him wrong, and he couldn't get out of it.
That's awful.
Which candy was handed out to soldiers during the Korean War?
I'll say Hershey's bars.
That's a good guess, but that's wrong.
What candy?
What candy was handed out to soldiers during the Korean War?
Popcorn balls.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. It's a candy that was launched in 1896.
Black licorice.
I wouldn't have guessed this in a million years. So, Tootsie Rolls.
Oh, makes sense. Speaking of popcorn balls, I remember last Christmas we asked everybody here at Total Media what their favorite trick or treat candy was.
Yeah.
And John Pelletier said popcorn. No, it was
Pete.
Pete said popcorn balls. And we were going to get him a popcorn ball. Could not find them anywhere.
And none of us can make it, so.
Yeah. I guess you could if you cared, but that's a lot of work to make one popcorn ball.
Yeah, they were gone.
Yeah.
So this is kind of funny, though, back to the Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls were accidentally airdropped to American troops in battle in the Korean War. Accidentally. But they went on to praise...
They were supposed to be bombs.
Yeah, I don't know how they got accidentally airdropped, but they went on to praise the candy because it was a fun treat and it kept them nourished, and they used them to plug bullet holes that would seal as they froze in the frigid temperatures.
Better than chewing gum.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
To put those Tootsie Rolls in your survival kits, folks.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah, my first aid kit has Tootsie Rolls in it.
Tootsie Rolls and, some liquid Band-Aid. All right. This is sad. Okay, so, you go trick-or-treating and you have your pumpkin head full of... How many calories are in an average trick-or-treat Halloween bag?
Oh, my gosh.
The whole bag?
150 million.
Yeah, right.
Well, so
it's not as bad as what you think,
these
but
don't have nutritional value. How many? Oh, man. It's got to be thousands. You'd get to 2,000 calories fast.
Yeah. It's 11,000.
Yeah.
So they're saying maybe just don't eat all that in one night.
Yeah.
Phase it out.
I saw this thing on Facebook where parents are doing this thing where they they tell their kids that they can trade their candy, and then they're buy them something that's not junk food, and they give the parents the candy, and the parents will give the kids a Barbie or whatever, so the kids are not upset about eating all the candy, and then the parents just take the candy to work with them and eat it all.
I'm like, wait a minute, the parents are just doing that so that
they can get candy.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? What country holds the record for the largest pumpkin ever?
Have you seen the huge pumpkin on South Street?
No.
There's a huge pumpkin. It's up past Cardo's. If you're going that way towards like the lake and stuff.
Yeah.
On the right, in the front of some house, there's this huge pumpkin sitting there, and it's got like how many pounds it weighs. Wow. I'm sure it's not the biggest pumpkin, but it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would get, it's got to be somewhere in North America, I would think. So you asked this before we got started off camera. Before pumpkins, like what did they carve?
That's next. Shh.
Jumping ahead, James.
Sorry.
You're not got to answer this question first.
I'm gonna say it's United States, maybe Mexico, but I feel like it's got to be in North America.
Country.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid to say something because I'm afraid it won't be a country.
She's like, Australia?
Hey, you're safe there. It's a country and a continent.
I would say Mexico, but you said so.
Switzerland.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and ask the next question so I can tell my story.
Well, don't you want to know how big the pumpkin was?
I do.
So. Yeah.
James.
Sorry.
Just shy of 2,000 pounds.
Well, how big is the Circleville Pumpkin Show pumpkins?
I don't know.
Surely,
big.
I mean, they're freaking big.
They're big, for
Surely
sure.
They're close to that big.
It was grown in 2015 and was not fit for consumption. I don't know why it wasn't fit for consumption, but... Okay. What were originally used as the first jack-o'-lanterns? I'm throwing it out there for him.
So, here's the story that they told on NPR the other day.
Okay.
So, this originated in Ireland.
Okay.
And they would take turnips and they would hollow them out and use them to carry things in. But they were really hard to hollow out. And then all the immigrants from Ireland came to America.
Yes.
And they found pumpkins, which they didn't have in Ireland. And they found that the pumpkins were a heck of a lot easier to hollow out than the turnips.
Yes.
And that's where the jack-o'-lantern came from.
Yeah, and this says, originating in Ireland, people would hollow out turnips and place a lump of coal in it as a type of lantern so they could carry it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would set it at their door as a guide for poor Jack. Jack, legend has it, tricked the devil and wasn't allowed into heaven or hell, so he was cursed to wander the earth forever and the in-between.
So that's why it's a jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-o'-lantern. So the Irish then brought it to America and found that pumpkins were a far better alternative to the turnip, thus instilling an American fall tradition.
So, like, the guy that they had on NPR, he's like, really, Halloween is more Irish than St. Patrick's Day. Ooh. Because St. Patrick's Day was something that really kind of was developed by Irish Americans.
Uh-huh.
And not so much actually in Ireland. Well, the jack-o'-lantern and other like Halloween traditions actually did originate in Ireland and then were brought to the United States.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Ooh,
this Irish author that they had on NPR last week.
That's who knew.
This person that knew what they were talking about.
The scholar.
How funny. Oh, shoot. I have to show up my face so it'll come back on. Trick-or-treating dates back to the 1920s, but in Europe, as early as the 16th century, people went out asking for food, reciting verses, wearing costumes, and warning of curses if they didn't get stuff.
Ooh.
Or a warm welcome.
I curse people when I don't get stuff.
Right?
Like if I don't get what I want for Christmas, I curse you.
I curse you. He's going to make a 3D printed something and stab you with it, or I don't know.
I won't do that.
That's mean.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a very long wait to stab somebody.
Yeah.
In 43 hours, I'm going to come get you.
It's a very patient way to kill someone.
Okay. You should all know this. I don't know it because I haven't watched this in forever. In The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, who does Linus mistake for the Great Pumpkin?
So I'm going to, before I say the answer, I'm going to tell on Courtney. Courtney, who is going to do a Great Pumpkin themed Charlie Brown display at Trunk or Treat this weekend, has never seen the Great Pumpkin of Charlie Brown.
I have since remedied that and watched it a couple nights ago.
Wonderful. The answer is Snoopy.
Yes.
Yes. Very good.
But yeah, we were talking about how I was going to decorate. I was like, I don't know. I've never really seen the movie. But I watched it. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't watched it this year yet. I need to watch it.
It is on Apple if you have Apple.
It's going to play on PBS also, but I'm not sure when.
Yeah. They did kind of take it off mainstream TV, which was kind of sad.
Well, Apple bought like exclusive streaming rights.
I just feel like that's like sacrilegious, though. Like that's not okay.
Well,
like little kids should be able to see It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Well, that's why they let PBS play it.
Oh, okay.
But it's not. It was not. I mean, for years and years and years and years, it was on ABC because ABC produced it originally.
Gotcha. Do you know? Here's some facts for you. The next Halloween full moon, so a Halloween with a full moon, is not until 2039.
What? That's
we had one last year, but no one remembers because COVID and all.
Stayed home.
Yeah, so it's another 19 years till from last year to see a full moon on
Mark
Halloween.
Your calendars.
Yep.
Set an alert.
So here's one for you. Oh my God! I squashed my Reese's.
Using a Reese's cup as a phone stand.
Actually, it's kind of helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, it didn't squash. We're good. All right. October 30th, 1938. What Halloween radio drama caused a mass panic?
War of the Worlds.
Yes. People. It was like a sick, awful, joke, crazy thing. People lost their minds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was originally a special Halloween episode of the Mercury Theater on the Air. It was directed and performed by actor. Do you know?
No.
Orson Welles.
Yes, good job. Who adapted it from H.G. Wells' original novel. Whether or not it actually caused mass hysteria and panic is up for debate. But I could see where people would have lost their mind.
Well, I mean, people believe that the Blair Witch Project was real 40 years later.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff we think's real now.
Yeah.
Correct. Right. Oh, here's a fun one. How many colors of M&Ms are there in a normal bag?
How many
4
colors?
or 5.
We've got
brown, yellow, blue, and red. Is there an orange one?
There's an orange.
Yeah.
Orange and green.
Orange and green.
6.
So 6.
There's 6. Yep. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and brown.
How could we forget the green one? That's the pretty girl one.
I know. That's the one you give to the pretty girls.
Oh.
Or just girls in general. Let's see. What was the first wrapped penny candy in America?
I mean, I'd guess Tootsie Rolls.
Yes. So Tootsie Roll answered it twice.
Since we kind of already went over that.
What do you sprinkle on your doorstep if you want to keep evil spirits out of your house on Halloween night? I didn't know this.
Sand? Salt? Yeah,
salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that if you watched
Supernatural.
Supernatural.
Hocus Pocus, too. It's on there.
Yep.
No, I did not know that. What phobia do you suffer from if you have an extreme fear of Halloween?
What's the fear that Charlie Brown has in Charlie Brown Christmas? When he has the fear of everything or whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
Lucy diagnoses him.
Oh.
I forget what she calls it. And he's like, that's it!
That's what I have.
Halloween phobia.
That's a good guess.
Thanks.
No. I mean, I'm going to butcher this. It's Samhainophobia. Samhaino phobia. Samhainophobia. Who has a fear of Halloween? Like what? Like why would you have a fear of Halloween?
I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, don't say anything. Well, that's not a fear. That's just a belief.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know.
Oh. What product is banned in Hollywood on Halloween? I can totally see this.
What product?
It's a product that people would use on Halloween.
Toilet paper?
That's a good guess. You're on the right track.
Eggs?
On the right track.
Fart spray.
No. Do you know? Oh my God! One of the vendors at the Apple Festival one year had that as a prize.
Yeah.
Oh God! Downtown, it was awful. Anyway, silly string.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They say they ban it in Hollywood and Hollywood Boulevard due to complaints from business owners, which you can imagine. It's $1,000 fine if you get caught with silly string on Halloween. Isn't that nuts?
It's pretty nuts.
In what state is it illegal to dress up as a nun or a priest on Halloween?
I say Massachusetts.
Good guess.
Ohio.
Yep. Nope, and nope. Alabama.
Oh, that makes sense too.
Fraudulently pretending to be a clergyman, whoever being
on
in
Halloween.
A public place, fraudulently, I don't know.
Any other time you can pretend to be one, except on
Halloween. It's a fine of $500.
The only day that it makes sense to pretend to be something.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yep. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. What does the word Halloween mean?
All Hallows Eve, right?
Yeah. And it's short for All Hallows Eve. What
exactly
that means, I'm not sure.
No, I think that All Hallows Eve was like where was the night that came from, but it means hallowed evening or holy night.
Interesting.
So, been a great time to have it on Sunday.
Right? I guess this would be normal. You know the mystery flavor of Dum Dums where you get the Dum Dum
right
question mark one. How is the mystery flavor made? Well, it totally makes sense.
The guy running the machine closes his eyes.
No, basically what they do is they take the tail end of all of them.
Yeah.
And then instead of tossing it out, they mix it together. So they'll take the leftovers of flavor A, the leftovers of flavor B, then combine them together and make a mystery flavor. And then they just put it in the question mark wrapper.
I kind of like that. That's kind of fun.
Yeah. Well, it's like saving too, not wasteful.
Well, I think that's true. And honestly, any flavor of Dum Dum mixed with any flavor of Dum Dum is not going to taste bad.
Just taste like sugar.
It's just sugar anyway.
Sugar,
you can mix grape and orange together. It's not going to taste bad. So, yeah.
It's like when you're a kid and you go to McDonald's and you mix every soda together.
The
I
suicide.
don't think I've ever
we used
done
to go
that.
to 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done that.
What?
Yeah,
I know.
That was the thing when I was a kid. I would always want to do that.
We would go down to the Stop and Go and make suicides all the time.
Yeah.
Just mix it all together.
Yeah.
Okay, one more, and then I'll quit.
Okay.
If Halloween is the day,
gonna quit.
I'm gonna quit. If Halloween is the day with the third highest amount of parties, third, what two other events or holidays?
St. Patrick's Day and New Year's Eve.
Yeah, those are good guesses. I mean,
Those
we're
are very good
we're talking
guesses.
in the United States.
Yes, the USA.
I'll say. You said St. Patrick's Day and New Year's. I'll say Christmas and Thanksgiving just to not pick the same thing Courtney picked.
Okay. You are correct on one, New Year's, and the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
I would have not thought it was a Super Bowl, but that totally makes sense.
Well, it's not really a holiday, but
Well, she said parties, not holidays.
Whatever. Yeah. If you like football.
I've got to be a minion again.
So, real quick.
Yes.
Yeah?
Before we get out of here.
Because you got to see the eyeball.
There's some exciting things happening in this building.
Yes.
The radio is getting
Courtney?
moved this weekend
That's
to its new location. Knock on wood.
Correct.
But that will not interfere with any games we have scheduled to play except for the Bengals.
Correct, on Sunday.
Yep, so.
And so you will be able to hear the Buckeyes, you'll be able to hear the playoff games and all of that.
But if you hear anything a little wonky going on this weekend, it's probably because of the move. But.
Be patient.
Yep.
Also, we'll still be here for a little bit longer until we get moved, so Be the sole survivors of the building.
I know.
Right? We can have a run of the building. We can broadcast this show from wherever we want. We should just do it in a different room.
We should do it in a room every day. There's 100 rooms
funny.
down here, around here.
That'd be funny.
It would actually be kind of funny.
Yeah.
So
we could go out on the 50-yard line out here.
We could do it on the roof.
Not today.
Not today.
Next week's supposed to be pretty nice.
Yeah, it would be nice. Yeah, we could do it from the roof.
Yeah. Totally. We might try to do that one day.
Okay. Sounds good. I like it. All right. With the green weenies, because that's where we keep those.
I wanted to do a pumpkin drop today, like David Letterman, drop a pumpkin off the roof, but Courtney said we didn't have the security to block the street off necessary to make it safe.
I don't think we're covered under that in our insurance policy.
That would have been so fun, though.
Yeah. That was a great idea.
All
Party
right.
pooper.
It's great.
Wait, my eyeball's crooked. Okay.
Cross-eyed.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Are we out for the day?
I think so.
All right. Don't
happy
forget
Halloween, everybody.
Yeah, happy Halloween. Listen, lots and lots of stuff going on this weekend. We have 2 playoff games tonight, 1 tomorrow, high school wise.
Yep.
Buckeyes play Penn State tomorrow night in Columbus, so very good. Plus all the trick or treating. Get the finger out for 1 second, which means please, please, please slow down Saturday. The kids are out. They're high on sugar. They're super excited. They can't see out of their costumes. Just slow your car down, please.
Yep.
Yes.
That's all we ask. We don't need any accidents. So, all right. We've got a lot of candy here to eat, so we got to get to it. And he can't eat it with his mask on, so I want to eat it.
I'm like Cookie Monster.
All right. Have a great day. Day, everybody, and weekend, and we'll see you right back here on Monday.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Happy Halloween.